Welcome to the Sai Sessions Show. My name is Sai Jones, your host each and every time for this very amazing musical show. So as you know, here on the Sai Sessions, I mentioned on the previous episode that we talk about, we react and we comment on everything that is house music related. And on this episode, it's no different. And if you watched the last episode, if you haven't, you must. I talked about Tribe Franko. And Tribe Franko is, it's not the first time he has featured on the Sai Sessions. I think on the event that we had about last year or the year before last, he was playing at the Sai Sessions event, but we got to know him a little bit more. So today we're taking a step further into getting to know him, especially since he just dropped his new project, Kabutira. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but we'll find out if that's the correct pronunciation right about now. Tribe Franko is, as you know, a favorite of mine, so it was a must that we come talk about him and also talk about the project and also get to know his overall process with regards to the music that he makes. So I think we can say hi to Tribe Franko. Hi, man. How are you?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, man. It's hot outside, but I guess the warmth is needed.
Yeah, it's very needed, especially with what's happening.
Hey, when the coronavirus is what he's talking about. Anyway.
No, the project.
Totally missed you on that, but it's fine. I did say that, previously before we went on camera, that today we need to learn. We need to learn about who you are, and we need to learn exactly about what you put into your music that distinguishes your sound from each and every other music producer. I mean, it's no secret that I basically love your music. It's no secret. I mean, but now we need to kind of make everybody else who doesn't know, hasn't fallen in love with your music. Yeah. So I really want to learn. So now I want to start with Nje in general, because we know you briefly. Tell us about what kind of routine that you do when you decide, today I'm working, I'm putting something together. Do you have a routine? What is it if you have it?
Funny when you're questioning that, something comes into mind, and I think that's the pattern, that's the rhythm I always use. One thing about me, I'm very jumpy. Jumpy meaning happy. I can start a sad song, but it's gonna end up happy. Yeah. So what I do is I get instruments that are So then that drives how I'm gonna do a song, how I'm gonna do a certain feeling. So when it comes to creating music, there's certain elements that I wholeheartedly love. And the first one is the bass. I can never do a song without a bass.
And it's honestly one of the reasons why I do love your music. I'm a sucker for a bass, for a very distinctive bass. So yeah.
When I start playing an instrument, I can play piano, but I love the bass. I love it. I even made a song, She's the Bass. I love that. Yeah. That's the song that introduced me to Tribe Franko, by the way. I love that song. I love that song. So yeah, in a nutshell, the bass is what drives me. If I don't find a bass that makes me happy at that time, I don't finish the song. It's like, I'll see it another time. Yeah. So when it comes to bass, but then most of the time I just check the melody of the bass with Tambalanja, and then if it's something I'm grooving with, then I add the kick, then I add the melody, the piano, and then I add my hi-hats because I love those. They're settled, but they're loud as well. So it goes with the personality as well. So yeah.
So I don't wanna jump onto the projects that you just dropped, because now I just figured after you've told us in terms of that, you start with your bass. If the bass is a feel-good bass for you, you jump onto the kicks and then you go to your hi-hats. Is that the same procedure that you took in overall for your current project?
At times it varies, because you might get there, apparently you had somebody doing this
Oh yeah.
And then you grab that. But then this, I need to put it into a bass form. So if I don't find a bass according to that, then okay, I'm gonna try to do a song until I find that bass, because it always comes. Yeah, it always comes.
So how important do you think it is for music producers to kind of have their own distinguishing sound in their music? How important do you think it is? Because I've seen some guys literally shift their sound as their career progresses, and it took a completely different turn from what they initially started with. So how important do you think that is, especially for you? If you have something that, I mean, I was talking to you before we went on camera that I'm like, hey, I feel like this is the constant things that I hear on your music. So yeah, talk to me about that.
With that, what I've realized as a creative, you get to a point where your level of inspiration becomes different. So when you're used to vuang makwenya and tea, and now you're waking up with
English breakfast and
so now your level of inspiration changes, and obviously the dynamic of your sound not really is going to change, but then you're gonna want to explore certain sounds, you're gonna want to explore certain things. I mean, I do that, I explore outside jazz, do hip hop as well, but then within the jazz, the bass is gonna be there, the hi-hats are gonna be there. So it's I wouldn't say it's important to stick to your sound, but then I think the form of inspiration is what's important, because at the end of the day, for me, tribe is anything African. If it's in hip hop, then I'll incorporate that. If it's in jazz, if it's in kwaito, if it's in electro, then when you do that, there's still a part of you, but the what you draw inspiration from is different. So I've seen a couple of artists who from this sound to that sound, and then honestly I understand, because I'm a creative, and at times it frustrates people, because no, Simaze back in the days he was playing this sound, but now he's playing a different sound, not realizing that once you play the same sound, it becomes monotonous. Meaning you feel like it's the same thing. So that's why most of the time as an artist you need to draw new inspiration. If you used to eat seafood, then your sense of creativity then is influenced or grows from that.
So you know what I was thinking? I wasn't thinking that it's in the form of probably losing inspiration or driving from new inspiration. I mean, I'm all for that. I just have this theory when it comes to certain, it depends on the kind of the direction that you want to take, because I'll make an example. If for instance you just entered the music scene, I somehow believe if your point is to get South Africa to be behind you, I somehow have this theory that diverting into different sounds doesn't make sense. I somehow believe that you need to first introduce yourself and who you are in terms of your music to the audience first. Who's this? Let me make an example, popular one, TNS. Brilliant. No, he's amazing. He's amazing. No, he's amazing. TNS is very talented, and I won't. There is, when you listen to his songs, you can hear that it's a TNS. I mean, I don't know if it's me. You can pick it up that it's a TNS thing. And what was that first song that he dropped? The big one.
Control.
Not Lucy. No, that has a lot of Prince KB elements in it. There's it's skipping my mind.
Is it the one featuring?
Not Umona. Umona is the one that's like now. It's the one that he released independently after Prince K, like after he had his thing with Prince K. Not Umona. Not Umona. It's skipping my mind.
I see that song.
It's skipping my mind. Undlovukazi. Umaidali. Yes, Umaidali. If you hear Umaidali and if you listen to also Umona, and if there's another song, Don't Believe, you will hear some very similar elements with that song. And I figured that it's not if it's a strategy, it's not a bad strategy to have, because if you want South Africa to pick up, if they liked your first song, I guess the safe route is to go with something similar so that they like that something similar as well. I don't know if that's a good theory to go with, because to me it's like there's a strategy behind using a consistent sound until a certain point, to me.
Yeah, no, I understand, and with me being an artist, I think then the perspective differs or changes.
Yes, which is okay, yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because if one thing that's very important is your point of departure, where that thing actually started from. So for me to release She's the Bass, where was I? That's my point of departure. And when I understand where that is, it's easy for me to understand the next thing that's actually coming, which is, okay, this is the direction I'm going to take. Not based on the song, but based on the point of departure. Where it's coming from Shisanyama, and the vibe is different. Obviously the song is going to be influenced. That's my point of departure. But if I'm coming from Cosentine, or I'm coming from more sophisticated lounge, then my influence is obviously it's gonna be different. So it's good. It
depends,
both ways. It's both ways.
It's both ways, and also I think that's why I'm gonna have conversations with you guys as producers, just to kind of get an idea as to what exactly the point of departure for you as an individual is. Do you get me? So I'm happy to be having this conversation with you right now. So
it's very, because you find there's people who tell you okay, I do a song, it becomes a famous song, and then because I wasn't aware of my point of departure, then I start doing the thing. The people are no more following you, because at that time, point of departure, song is Puma a tavern. By the time I do a tavern song, everybody's gonna get it. But if I wait to perform a tavern and this other people just come from elsewhere, it's gonna be kind of hard for them to get, because when a point of departure is a tavern, and that's where you draw inspiration from, it's always. But then somebody's like, no man, it's too high, it's too loud, or it's too low, or it's too, understand, because a point of departure is not from where you come from. And that's when you realize that as an artist, when you create music, you need to understand what there's different types of emotions, different types of people, but within those different types, there's always that element that's going to link everyone together. And if you have that, then we're gone.
Spoken like a true creative, guys. So I want us to jump to the project that you just dropped. Did I say it right? Kabutira. What is it?
Kabutira.
Kabutira.
Yeah.
And I read that you said it's a place. Tell us about Kabutira.
So Kabutira is in Mozambique. That's where my dad was born and raised and grew up. So the only time I went there was I was still young. I even have a picture of it. Tole at Devon, my uncle. So the project, all in all, is based on a memory that I have when I was 4.
You remember memories at 4?
Not not really remember, but then I'm trying to bring that, because I think with what I wrote, it was it really caught my attention, because it made me understand the level of how I'm seeing things. So the first track being the dream. So the reason why I put the dream, when it comes to, I'm very conceptual when it comes to music, putting music out there, placing music, like everything is coming from a detailed kind of background. So the reason why the dream is because my dad, this is me when I was 4, time alarm, comes from Mozambique. He wants to make his family great. He wants to provide for his family, so he has to come this side. So for him to come this side, that was the dream.
The dream.
That's why the first track, and then with that, obviously there's challenges for him to come this side. The first challenge being he had to change the surname. So the surname I'm using is not mine. It's not ours. So I know my real surname is not Mabaso.
Yes.
It's Usimango because it's Mozambican.
Okay.
So when he came this side at that time, you had to have a surname that's close to South Africans.
Yes.
So in Penjak, his friend at that time was Mobas.
How do you? Okay, I don't know how that works.
So this is me bringing this home, and the only thing I know is the story that I want to tell.
Yeah.
That's why the project Kabutira, and this is me kind of putting down what his
dream.
Yeah, in a way.
His vision, or.
And the second track is Time Has Come, and obviously when time has come, if you are a frog in a boiling water, you're gonna have to jump.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah. So when time has come, you're gonna have to. So, Kabutira is a very personal project, and I'm just grasping from inspiration from point of departure. Okay, Mozambique. People are like, hey, we know this place. Well, what's happening? Where did you? I'm like, yeah, no, this is where my dad grew up. This is so and so. This is. And obviously within the song, the dream, I know what it means to me, but the lyrical content is obviously going to change. Understanding which I'm not in Kabutira, I'm not in Mozambique, I'm not in South Africa, but then I'm looking at the world. So when I go for an interview or when somebody is interested, bro, why did you name it The Dream? Then when I put it out, then you're like, okay, so you're going to listen to a song differently now, because you know where this actually comes from. So and then in between that there's Kichoi. We made it in Tonga. The reason why is because you know how Zimbabwe, Mozambique, people from outside, every December they go somewhere, they go home,
Okay.
They go back home just to buy Christmas clothes for everyone, buy goop because that side water, buy zitsha. So I drew the inspiration from that. Going back to Kabutira, what my dad used to do. My dad was a very family orientated to a point where he'd always make a typical event. The event would be Mklavela Pansi or I'm growing.
Like typical, like a traditional type of
like
events.
all the time. He always find an excuse. So that thing kind of brought joy, or it brings joy to the family members. The traveling, you go hustle and come back home. Go hustle and come back home. So that's the system of side.
True.
Most of the time, Mozambicans and people from Africa, so there's Skijoy, and then Balega is based on the struggle that you have to face every time you come to South Africa.
Within the hustle.
Either with Munyuzi Shark, you have to pass through the river, you have to come across police and negotiate your way out, and the Balega means, okay, with whatever situation you're gonna find, if it's something that's gonna block you, you need to slice it. So I was just taking the reality of being from Mozambique time, me growing up the side in Pretoria and things that way. So that's the story side of Kabutira. And then when it comes to the artist, production side of it, it was a very happy, like I said, I'm a very happy zone every time. I would do a sad song now, it's gonna end up having drums.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Kabutira.
So now I want to know, with regards to when you do your songs now, I see that Nyani, you did say that everything was conceptual, especially with this project. But do you literally make the song and then tell the vocalist this is the name of the song and this is how, do you direct the lyrical content or what? Or is it free gain or for the vocalist? Because now if you're saying it's your if it's your concept, then which means you write the songs or not?
So yeah, that's a very interesting question. What I've realized, what I do most of the time is, if there's a song, like there's a song Mangienza, I think 2 days ago. Yeah. So the song is Mshad.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sing it mean.
Okay.
And then give you an idea as a singer, vocalist, right? Give you an idea of where I'm coming from. And then I leave the creative part to you. But then you understand that this is where I am with this song.
Okay.
Because there's a song I did and a release okay, if not this year, late this year. It's called Kanyisa. So how I did the chorus, he did it differently. I liked it more.
Okay, yeah.
But then it was in link with him understanding with, okay, this is
the direction of the song.
This is the direction of the song. This is, okay, this one, Umshado.
You must play a little bit of Umshado there, so we just, but not too much because we don't want to spoil it.
So okay, I think it was just
yeah, let's just listen to it.
And then how I sing on this one is something like that.
Yeah.
When I give an artist the song, listen to the song, this is basically, okay, because that's where it starts with
okay. Yeah.
And then obviously whatever that they're gonna sing about, it's up to them.
Yeah.
Because they have their own point of departure.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, Uncle Lamazang or Uncle Lam then we're meeting each other halfway.
Yeah.
So with that, it's gonna come out beautiful.
I can already see the beauty of it as soon as you start. Just those few words,
sure.
I could already see the direction in terms of where you'd wanna take it, Nyani, because you literally just said it. So I guess I understand when it comes to the vocalists themselves as to what kind of direction you'd want them to take. So you do essentially direct the direction of the song.
I don't direct the direction. I direct the concept.
The concept, yes. The concept, yeah.
Because it would be maybe we looking at this yellow couch or cushion. What you see is not what I see, but we're looking at the same
thing, yeah.
And what's gonna come out, I think that's the beauty of it. That's why, personally, the only thing I do, I title my songs how I feel at that time. I'm like, this is saying this to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that.
I understand.
And then when I put it to you, write what you want. This is my direction. This is how I feel about the song.
100%.
Let me hear yours.
I understand.
And most of the time, it's always gonna be, hey bro, you get what I was trying to say. And times there's things that you don't say to a fellow vocalist, but they just feed off the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
So now, I just want to go towards wrapping up our conversation. When someone listens to you and your current project, what kind of overall vibe would you have wanted to translate through the music?
Happy vibe.
Because I found Kabutira so like I was like, oh, this sounds emotional to me. I was like, Kabutira's like, no, this sounds emotional to me. I was like, oh, okay, surely there's a story behind all of this, because I won't lie to you. When I listen to all the songs, I'm like, this is emotional to me, even though to me it didn't seem sequential. Like there's a sequence. To me it didn't seem sequential. I was just like, oh, this is emotional. That's how I felt. So I don't know if that's how you wanted your generic audience to feel. So I don't know.
I think that's the energy I put into the project. And, yeah, because if all I was trying to say, with whatever that you're going through in life, there's always a happy happy face.
Yeah.
Even if there's a funeral, there's
Happiness.
jokes that you can put out, and then that's the beauty of life, and that's the beauty I always want to put out to music where I'm good. I can do a song about. There's a song about Mranzi, about my partner, lover, wife, or girlfriend. I'm appreciating her, but I'm is what I'm dissing her as well.
Okay,
So,
like kind of in an affectionate way, ne?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. and the reason why I'm doing that is because that's the reality of it. If you're gonna have your bae here, there's things that you probably don't like, so I'm putting them in the song. If she gets it, it's fine. If she doesn't, it's fine. She's gonna dance to it, because I'm just being happy and saying, yeah, you my lover, but hey, you don't want me to come home late. You don't want me to do certain things. Like, so it's always interesting. It's always interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I think that the most important thing is finding somebody who's gonna easily grasp the energy or relate to what you. Because I can take a beautiful song, give it to Beyonce, and she's gonna take
Change it, yeah.
there, but give it to Smakaleng next door, and she's just gonna get that thing. So yeah.
Okay, so besides this is because you're gonna drop this.
Which one?
The Mshatu.
I'm still.
You're still working on it. It's fine. Me, I'll be behind your back.
The thing is with me, at times, Kabutira didn't do it this year. I did it 2018.
Yeah.
So I always plan ahead. Okay, this song, okay, I can put it in an EP, and these are the songs. Okay, this is the direction I want to take, and I put it out there. Yeah. So I'm always conceptual. I take time to release stuff. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. This was fun actually. Thank you, man, Franko, for indulging me one more time. We have to have these conversations, and people must know exactly as creatives where we stand. So thank you for indulging me. Is there something that you'd like to say in terms of to anyone who's watching?
To you who's watching, what I want to say is, within the industry, be it being a musician, producer, writer, there's no one who can tell your story better than you.
True story.
And what I've realized, we grow up to be wanting to be similar to somebody, not realizing that we are our own person. And for us to be in the puzzle, bigger puzzle, would have to come with a different piece, which is you.
Awesome.
So, do you all the time.
Thank you once again for joining us today in the Side Session Show, man.